Welcome back to the edge of Main Street. If you thought our last video was controversial, buckle up because we're about to get started on a really fun topic. Things that we will never do at Walt Disney World again. Our list is starting off in the Magic Kingdom. Here we go. Our first thing on our list is Disney's Tiki Room. So the Tiki Room is basically a theater type experience where you go into a tiki room and you have animatronic birds singing to you. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. It's an original, it's a classic, it's a Disney thing, but one time was probably enough for us. Yeah. So Tiki Room, that's the first thing on our list that we'll never do at Disney World again.
The next one is the Swiss Family Treehouse. That one is a big tree with rooms in it. That's the Swiss Family's tree house.
Now, we like Swiss Family Robinson movie.
Love
right?
it.
Okay, so carry on. It's not about the movie.
It's just a bunch of rooms in a tree that you can't really walk into. You're just walking up a tree and down and a bunch of steps.
You're just looking at it.
It's like a big tree house.
You
can't go in it.
You can't even step into the rooms. You're just walking by the rooms.
So the next one is in Frontierland and it's Tom Sawyer's Island. So you pretty much get on this big raft. It looks like a raft, but it's like a big wooden boat thingy. And you go over to Tom Sawyer's Island and it's kind of just it kind of looks like, I don't know, like you're in a forest and there's just different caves you can walk in, but it's kind of all there really is to it.
I would say this was fun the first few times we did it because the girls were little, they needed a place to run around and, play and stuff like that. But, so yeah, Tom Sawyer's Island is definitely on this list. Our next thing that we will never do at Walt Disney World again is Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. Now, don't get me wrong, I recommend this to people. This is a fun pastime to do if you've never done it. And we do still collect the cards. We like to get the cards because they're fun. Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, you have cards. You can start either at the firehouse or sometimes there's a station open behind the Christmas shop. You go and you sign up, you get your magic band connected, they give you some cards, and then they send you kind of on a treasure hunt around the Magic Kingdom and you are battling villains. You battle them with your card and you'll show your card to a certain, it's like a camera, and something magically will appear on a screen that you couldn't find before. So if you've never done this, this is fun. A few problems. After you've done it a few times, you kind of know where all the things are, so it's not so magical to find them anymore. Also, a lot of times, I don't think the cards work. You're just holding them, trying to get it to read, and you can see where the camera is. You can't get the cards to work all the time, and then sometimes even the screen doesn't work.
They play the same video over again sometimes.
So it's not really
the first time's fun.
It's not really excellently, what's the word I'm looking for? Executed. Excellently executed. So anyways, it's fun if you need some time to kill, but there's a better one that we can talk about on another video.
Our next thing on the list is the Move It, Shake It, Mouse Could Dance It parade. It's a big parade and it's a party and it stops occasionally and you go out in the street and you dance as characters as they're playing a fun song.
It happens in the Magic Kingdom and it happens a few times during the day. It's one that you can easily just walk by and see all the time. And I don't know what it is about this one, but we just aren't huge fans of it. We can walk by it and see it, but it's definitely not one we're going to stop or plan for the day and watch it. So it's a dance party in the street and it could be fun for little ones, but we're over it.
We're good.
Now we're moving on to the rest of Walt Disney World. Most of our things are actually in the Magic Kingdom, although don't get us wrong, the Magic Kingdom is our favorite park. It just has more things to do there, so there are easier things to cross off our list of things we'd never do again. But here we are, moving to the rest of Walt Disney World. So the last time we were at Disney, we had snack credits and I thought, hey, I need a Mickey pretzel. Who doesn't need a Mickey pretzel? And it came with the option of having cheese with it. Now, first of all, I prefer mustard on my pretzel, but it was an option, like they were giving it to me and I thought, okay, I'll take the cheese. Don't ever eat the cheese in the package. It tastes like vomit. Oh, it was so bad. I will never in my life. I took one bite. I made everyone else take a bite too. We took one bite and the smell of the cheese in the package. Oh, it was so bad.
We threw it away immediately and ate the rest of our pretzel in peace.
Never eat the cheese in the package. Ugh.
Next on our list, we have Turtle Talk with Crush and Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Now, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is in Magic Kingdom, but we wanted to tie them together because we don't like them for the same reason.
Now, as a parent, I think these are pretty cute. Granted, I'm a big introvert, so I don't like to be singled out in a crowd, and I think that's really what both of these do. So in Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, they like legitimately single people out in the crowd and bring you a microphone and you have to talk in front of everyone.
And a spotlight.
Yeah, that's terrifying. It actually happened to my mother, which was funny. We should show that video if we have video.
We're gonna.
It was terrifying. And then Turtle Talk with Crush, you still are interacting. I don't remember a lot because we have not done it since the very first time. We did it and the girls were like, nope, never again. I don't want to do that.
Well, they would like ask questions of the kids.
The person next to me was asked and I was like, not me, please.
They would ask like certain people questions, but.
So here's the deal. You have personalities that like this type of thing. We are not that personality. We don't like to be singled out. We don't like, the girls also don't like to interact with like face characters. Those really aren't our favorite. We'll never do those again. Okay, next on our list is Eating at Ale and Compass. Okay, this is a sit-down dining restaurant that is at the Yacht Club, and we've actually tried it twice, 2 different years. We like the menu and we like the options. We love the location. It's like a steakhouse.
It's really good.
Both times we have had the longest wait, even with the reservation, the longest wait to get in. Also, the slowest service ever. Okay, we are pretty like gracious people in restaurants and serving, and we try to give the servers and the cooks the benefit of the doubt. I'm telling you, this was a long wait and slow service and not really attentive service either. But the first time we did it, we were like, it's just a fluke. It's just a fluke. So it's a few years later, and it had been renamed. It was the Captain's Grill, I think, and now it's Ale and Compass. So we were like, oh, it's a new restaurant. There's new management. It's going to be a new experience.
It's going to be great.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. We'll never do it again because the service was so slow. Everything was so slow, and it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it.
So the next thing on our list is Cali River Rapids. Now, I am a big water ride person. I will ride any water ride, any temperature, any time of the day. So I was very excited because every time we had gone in previous years, it had always been closed due to weather or something like that.
We tend to go when it's cooler, but also none of us wanted to ride with her. So there was always excuses for why we didn't go.
So I went in May and we rode the ride, and it was a disappointment because I have ridden a lot of water rapid rides, and it just wasn't. It was probably the shortest rapid ride I'd ever been on.
It was so short.
And it was kind of like chill, like there wasn't really anything because I wanted to get wet because that's why I went on it. But it was just kind of like, for Disney, I don't know, it wasn't really a big water ride that I was expecting.
For the Animal Kingdom, there's quite a few things that are kind of on the fence for us. But this one, I think it was like so hyped up in your mind that you wanted to do.
Because I'd never ridden it before.
Honestly, I think the queue line was more entertaining than the actual ride. The queue was very interesting. It was very well themed. But the ride was super short, not worth the wait at all. And we didn't even, I don't even think we got that wet.
Yeah, we didn't really get wet, so.
So, definitely, Cali River Rapids, never again. Now, this one could possibly be our most controversial of all, and I am prepared to hear it. Bring it on. I'm prepared. The next on our list is the safari in Animal Kingdom.
You said it. It's
I know, it's out there. It's out there. It's out there for the world to judge us. Okay, here's the deal. We have done the safari. We enjoyed it. We like animals.
It's a good safari.
We could probably never do it again and be fine though. I mean, it's just animals. Ooh.
It's kind of like
We are literally,
zoo.
oh,
Don't
you
you
said the Z word. You said the Z word.
No.
We are going, I know there are people that are diehard fans of the safari, and I know there are people that are really going to be upset that this is on our list.
Bring it on.
But we're kind of over it. It's fine. You just drive in a vehicle and actually ride in a vehicle and you see some animals.
It's nice, but we've done it so much that we're kind of like...
Safari's on our list.
We should probably stop talking.
We should. Our next one on the list is wasting 2 dining credits at the Boathouse in Disney Springs. Okay, again, I know that's a controversial one. I understand. But hear me out. Here's what's happening. Number 1, we didn't sit outside on the deck.
Which we should have.
We should have.
This was a whole thing. It was a whole
Definitely
family
recommend
discussion. We didn't sit outside, so we sat inside. It was super loud. And then, like, our food was okay. Now, again, hear me out. We didn't get seafood. We got steak. She got seafood.
I got seafood mac and cheese.
I recommend
that's
it.
not a good idea for me.
If you love seafood, I would get the lobster mac and
Okay,
cheese.
so it was not worth 2 dining credits, in my opinion. Not at all. You don't have characters. The food wasn't great. The atmosphere wasn't great. It would have been better if we sat outside, but totally a waste of 2 dining credits. I can think of plenty of other restaurants that I would want to spend 2 dining credits on, and the Boathouse is not one of them. So don't waste 2 dining credits on the Boathouse. I would rather pay out of pocket and spend those 2 dining credits somewhere else. So our last thing that we will never do at Walt Disney World again, we will never not go to Disney World. It's in our blood. It's who we are. And there is no amount of shame that you can throw our way to make us not love Disney World.
Disney!
It's in us. It's who we are. We are a Disney World family, and we're not afraid to say it. We're not afraid. If you want more tips and tricks from the edge of Main Street, that's us. Either click here or click here. We have lots of things to show you. So maybe this one.
Or this one.
Or this one. What is that weird face? Or this one. You can take your pick. Either one.